Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. I mean, if you are a long trader of natural gas, I know the last 2 hours have been amazing and you're extremely happy. Let's just say the weekend meeting that happened between Group 7 did have a positive impact on the natural gas price, as they did not talk about cutting down any funding towards natural gas building, but they did talk about cutting down on fossil fuels, which has nothing to do with the price of natural gas. Now, Brazil Petrobras to cut natural gas prices by 8% on Monday, and on the other end, the traders are indecisive as the price continued to rise of natural gas. Before we get into this, if you guys are here for the first time, you don't want to stay up to date with everything to do with natural gas, scroll down, tap the red subscribe button. While there, slap a like on the video, just help the YouTube algorithm push the video to more people so everyone can stay up to date with what is happening with natural gas. Now, as we talked about in the weekend, the G7 meeting coming to an end and them having a political answer towards natural gas, as they will be funding it in the future, but they will also be trying to help the climate change by making sure that the electricity producing through fossil fuel will try to be decreased in the Group 7 countries. But that is obviously going to be not taken the best when it comes to the positive trend on the natural gas market. Now, Brazilian state-run oil company Petrobras said on Monday it will cut natural gas prices by an average 8% starting May 1st when compared to February or April quarter. Now, this is obviously going to make it much easier and much cheaper for the people who live in Brazil, and the population will be able to use more natural gas with a cheaper price. What does that mean? It is obviously going to increase the demand for natural gas inside of Brazil. What sort of impact will it have on the price? Well, it is very simple. It is going to have a positive impact. Another thing which is really interesting is, amid the uncertain times, natural gas future traders seem to be unsure about the direction, as the future market met selling spears on every upward trend. Now, I know right now a lot of long traders are very cautious due to the fact, hey, this could be a very fake rally, and maybe it is just a bounce that might be taking the natural gas price even lower. Personally, I do not think so, because the price is starting to climb up in a significant jumps rather than just being a little bit of a pump and then being a fake rebound and dropping even below. Personally, I feel like the uptrend is starting to climb and just a little bit of a time, and I feel like the retail investors will be able to see the trend starting to be positive and they decide to jump into it. I mean, it is very clear, as you guys can see, this time when the market did close on Friday, that could have been a fake rebound, but seeing that the market opened higher, again another sign that the market was starting to show more positive trend. But seeing that after it got into the peak hours of the natural gas trading time, we can see it as another explosive move forward. So the natural gas market has taken the G7 meeting in a positive way, seeing that the price is starting to climb, because that means that most of the Group 7 countries will still put their fundings towards natural gas. That means it will not be cut down, and obviously the price will have a positive trend. Now, if we do decide to look at the RSI line, as you guys can see, it is getting into the overbought zone. I know a lot of you guys do not like to see that, which is the crazy bit, but what is even crazier is if you pay attention to the buy orders that are coming in. Yes, this singular hour, which we saw a significant jump, which was close to a 2% jump in a 1 hour. After that, the one after wasn't actually such a huge jump. It only went from about 366 to about 4. But the amount of buy orders that came in that hour was more than the previous one, suggesting that the price is being held down just a little bit, because you know, the sell orders are also coming in around the same time. Personally, I feel like this is going to have a positive impact in the long term, as the natural gas prices might actually keep climbing and might actually make it back to an average point, which will be close to a $3 mark. And after that, it will be waiting until winter, until the demand starts increasing rapidly, and seeing if Russia and Ukraine war comes to an end. If it does decide to come to an end, you guys know it is going to have a positive impact on the overall natural gas market, and seeing if EU will start accepting Russian natural gas again. Another thing is Mo's second LNG-fueled ferry enters the service on Japan. 2 more LNG-fueled ferries are expected to enter the service by 2025. Now, the reason this is really interesting is, according to Mo, the vessel adopts the latest environmentally friendly specifications, including a dual-fuel engine which can run on both LNG and heavy fuel oil. The use of LNG fuel is expected to reduce emission of carbon dioxide by about 25%, and let's just say the meeting that was held in Japan was heavily backed by Japan, as they wanted to cut down on the emission and also be a little bit more climate friendly, and seeing that they are obviously staying on their word is great to see, unlike some other countries. Now, rising cost and competition threaten US boom in the LNG projects. Honestly, the amount of new LNG projects that are starting to be built in the US is kind of scary, seeing that US is already the largest provider of natural gas in the world, and they're trying to increase it to be able to meet the demand of EU in the winter. Obviously, they're going to require a lot of natural gas, and seeing Russia is not providing it to them, US want to be their backup. They want to make the most money, but what sort of impact will it have on the climate around the points where they are building all of this? That is another question to talk about. Now, gangbang oil and gas industry exploring opportunities in mature fields. Even among the oil-rich nations, the expand to which hydrocarbons has fueled the Gabonese economy throughout its independent history is exceptional. Now, what they're talking about here is, obviously, you guys know, Turkey was able to make a lot of, or find a lot of natural gas in the ocean. Now, will the same thing happen to other countries? That is the point, and that's why most of the countries are looking in the ocean if they can find something hidden, which will obviously help them produce more natural gas. Now, Equinor brings on stream Norway's Bullish oil gas field. Gas is delivered via a 40-kilometer pipeline from Njord A to the Transmo system onto the Karsto terminal. Now, this is a big place that they are talking about. Has brought on a steam the Bullish oil and gas field in Norwegian Sea. The state oil company announced on 8th of April, estimating the project's cost to be about $680 million, which is gigantic. They want to try to build this, but it is going to be expensive. And finally, we know that they have found the Turkey inside of Black Sea a lot of natural gas, but they have made sure that everyone in the world knows they're not only going to be the country that will be using it, rather they will be exporting it to other people as well. And finally, scope for near-term bounce. Right now, if natural gas is just able to find a little bit of consolidation point, it might actually keep climbing to a zone which a lot of you guys will be able to see in the near future and be extremely happy about. That's all I'm going to say. Other than that, thank you so much for watching the video till the end. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, drop a like on it, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys very soon. I'm out. Peace.